mercy. Hey, DK, don't sign it. DK, don't sign it. DK, he about to throw that motherfucker away. Man, he knows that. Hey, DK. Yup.
What unfolded over the last 2 days has been nothing short of chaotic, as DK Metcalf went from a viral sideline incident to facing serious NFL discipline almost overnight. The fallout has left Pittsburgh in a difficult position, with their top wide receiver sidelined at a critical point in the season and the divisional battle heating up without him. What began as an embarrassing on-camera moment quickly escalated into consequences that now threaten the team's momentum, disrupt the locker room, and potentially cost Metcalf significant guaranteed earnings, proving how one heated lapse can ripple far beyond a single game.
I don't think it is. And when you see that video, you keep wondering, like, is there more to the story? So that fan and DK Metcalf a year ago when he was in Seattle, they said there was history between that fan. But when you look at that video, and from being on sidelines, when you come off the field and you're DK Metcalf and your defense is on, there's a bench area. You're sitting down with your other teammates and the coaches, and you're going over film, and whatever it is that you're doing your adjustments. For him to leave the bench area and walk over there, and from the video and the evidence and the things that we have seen and heard, you have no reason to sit there and say, like, why did DK Metcalf do this? Why is he over there talking to this fan and then eventually putting his hands on the fan? I think the league gave him a 2-game suspension because now it leaves them the room for error that in this appeal, if you want to knock it down to 1 game, you still have the ability to do that. I don't think they remove the suspension completely and take it down to 0 games, but I think they want to set a precedent. When we watch Lamar Jackson or different players engage with fans, we've seen fans initiate the contact. Somebody throwing a beer, pushing a player on the field, something of that nature. We didn't see that on Sunday. We saw DK Metcalf walk over to the fan and put his hands on him. I think that's why the suspension.
The situation escalated when the NFL officially issued a 2-game suspension to DK Metcalf following his altercation with a Lions supporter at Ford Field, and when Metcalf appealed the decision, the league showed no hesitation in upholding it. As a result, he will miss the final 2 regular season games, with a return only possible if Pittsburgh secures a place in the playoffs. But regardless of that outcome, the impact has already been felt, with real consequences for the team and for Metcalf himself.
You know, I love to talk. I love a healthy exchange of pleasantries. You know, I don't know what it is with this era, but our era, I like going to play in Baltimore. I like going to play the Steelers. I like playing away. I like playing in chaotic, hostile environments. I enjoy the altercations back and forth. I love the exchanges of pleasantries with fans who are not part of the Bengals. Like, I like that. That's fun for me. There's really nothing you can say that get me angry, because before I get angry, I'm gonna tell you, ugly ass, I love you anyway. And we're gonna keep going back and forth. We can go back and forth all goddamn game. So I don't understand what it is about players from this era, in a sense, where what fans say actually shouldn't bother you. Like, have fun with it, enjoy it, banter back and forth. No matter what they say, if they say something crazy, you say something crazy back. In just words. In just words. That's the way I look at it. Now, everybody doesn't react to.
The incident that sparked the entire controversy unfolded in the second quarter in Detroit, right along the Steelers sideline, when cameras captured DK Metcalf in a heated exchange with a fan leaning over the barrier, wearing a blue wig and waving Steelers gear while shouting as if he were part of the team. Metcalf stepped towards him. Words were exchanged, and the situation escalated as Metcalf appeared to grab at the supporter's collar and make a striking motion towards his head, all of which was picked up on the broadcast and quickly spread online, even though officials on the field did not deem it enough to warrant a flag at the time.
You are free to say and act however you want to act. But these players that you are a fan of or that you are rooting against, they're still human beings. It's a sporting event. This is not the zoo. Watch this. Watch this. This ain't Barnum and Bailey Soul Circus, big dog. This lion bite for real. Verbal abuse is real. There's a line here. You don't get to just tell me what you think of me without it having any consequences and repercussions. Some people's threshold is a little different. You don't mention family, you don't mention children or death. Those lines right there, you're getting too personal. We need to start implementing buffers of real people that not just react when, hey, security, but if you got security, it's too late. The security need to already, hey, hold on. So now you have a person around the player area, the bench.
Because if somebody was there, they would have stopped, like, hey, hold on, what's going on, DK? And then,
don't even worry about it. Hey, coach, hey, let's get him. I got him. Yeah. Ma'am, that's flagrant. Matter of fact, hey, come on, get your stuff. So yeah, man, we got to really do better, or ask for the leagues to do better for fan and player protection, because if they do not, there's going to be something not this week, not next week, but sooner down the road where somebody's going to say,
the absence of a flag during the incident is the only reason DK Metcalf was not ejected and was able to finish the game, ending with 4 receptions for 42 yards as the Steelers edged out a chaotic 29-24 win. A match that itself ended in controversy after Detroit had a last-second touchdown overturned following a penalty and a lengthy officials discussion. However, the league's response came swiftly afterwards, making its position unmistakably clear that regardless of provocation, players are not permitted to confront supporters, enter the stands, or make unnecessary physical contact that could create safety or crowd control risks, and Metcalf has now paid the price for crossing that line. The 2-game suspension has already cost him over $500,000 in lost wages, but the more serious fallout lies within his contract, as the discipline reportedly activates clauses that place up to $45 million in future guaranteed money at risk over the next 2 seasons, meaning sums previously locked in are no longer fully protected if the team chooses to act. While Pittsburgh has publicly stated its commitment to Metcalf beyond this season, the reality is that commitment and contractual obligation are not the same, and this incident has handed the organization flexibility it did not previously have. At the same time, debate has intensified around the supporter involved, with conflicting reports about what was allegedly said during the exchange, claims that have been denied by the fans' legal representation, and the NFL now confirming it is still reviewing the individual's conduct alongside the Lions. Even so, the league's stance remains firm that no word from the stands justify physical engagement, which is why Metcalf's appeal failed. For Pittsburgh, the timing could hardly be worse, as they remain locked in a tight playoff race without their most physically dominant receiver, a player whose presence alters defensive schemes even when the numbers do not explode, forcing coaches and teammates alike to balance public support with private frustration as the team fights to stay on course.